My name is MichelleThorne, and I'm one of the founders of Zephyr Berlin, a pair of pants that we'll be talking about shortly. So Zephyr Berlin is an idea to make a pair of pants that last you a long, long time and that look good no matter where you go and are made with kind of sustainable principles in mind. And this idea came about is because my husband and I, we travel quite a lot, and we're always either packing too much or trying to get the most out of the stuff that we have. And we had this idea, we want to travel light and not be burdened by too many things, but also not to have things that are just thrown away after just a few times of use. So we really looked around to try to find a pair of pants that would kind of solve all of this for us, and we didn't really find anything. One of the problems is that there's a few companies experimenting in this space. Most of them are based in the US, so it's quite expensive to import it to Germany. Or they don't make things for women. And so I really wanted a pair, so we decided, let's just make our own. So neither my husband and I really come from a fashion background, we're more just enthusiasts. But a really good friend of ours, Cecilia Palmer, she spent a long time working in sustainable fashion and open source fashion. And we talked to her and said, hey, do you think you could help us make this pair of pants? And she took us through a prototyping process. We tried on different fabric and different designs, and through just an iterative process, we got to a style that we really liked. And so together with her, we then launched a Kickstarter campaign and got funding to produce our first batch. I think the hardest thing with Kickstarter is actually making a video. So I applaud you all in making videos. But it was sitting down trying to say, well, what's the story you want to tell? How are you going to shoot it? And trying to get some good photos and things like that. And then finding a few lucky souls who will support you when your thing goes live. Yeah, so when we set up the Kickstarter, we're we really want to ship them on time. We're so tired of supporting projects that don't deliver on time. And so even though it was to the wire over Christmas, we really tried to make it happen. I think one thing that really helped is we were committed to producing things locally. We think one of the really important things about more sustainable fashion and just production in general is to produce locally and with sustainable materials. And so we worked with a local workshop just outside of Berlin. And so we were able to kind of keep things on time, with a seamstress that is local. And that really helped kind of, keep on task and keep on schedule. So we made about 100 pairs, and about 70 of them were sold through Kickstarter, and we're trying to sell the last bit. And the internet has been a huge help for that. There's so many really great online tools now for setting up a store. So we're using a service called Big Cartel, which is a really great online web shop. And we've also participated in different social media campaigns. There was recently one called Fashion Revolution, which is really kind of an amazing campaign across the world where people are asking, who made my clothes? And we really felt aligned with the values and the spirit of that online campaign. And so we participated in that and tried to be part of a larger movement. Yeah, it's also interesting if you're doing kind of this, we call it performance fashion, that there's a small growing scene in Europe, and they meet each other online. There's a few blogs that talk about it, do different product reviews, and so this is another way that the internet has really helped because we can't afford to have a physical store, so we rely on the word of mouth and on this online community to kind of review the stuff, to talk about it, and to get really interested in a kind of geeky topic. Yeah, so internet really helped our project Zephyr Berlin because it helped us find collaborators, it helped us find people who wanted to support the project, it helped us find inspiration, it helped us make videos, it helped us be part of a larger movement, and then to be a platform to sell our projects. So without the internet, I don't think we would have been possible. So Zephyr Berlin was kind of a side passion project, and as a main job, I'm also really interested in the internet. I work for the Mozilla Foundation, and we're really interested in how to advance the health of the internet across many different issues, and to work with communities around the world to advocate, to teach, to build tools that really support a healthy internet. Yeah, I think really my story came out of a sense of need and a sense of and I can do this on my own. So seeing something that I wanted to have exist in the world, and then finding friends to make that happen, and with the support of internet and just really great meeting great people, we were able to make it happen, and now we have something physical to show for it. So yeah, these are the pants. And a fun thing about them is that they're made with this material that when they get wet, so like if it rains, the water just slides off. So it just goes like this. Yeah, then you're nice and dry without any wrinkles and ready for the next trip.